Something feels different today. My body is all warm and bright. I need to get some fresh air. I wonder how my best buddy slept. Zack, he's wandered off again. Where did he go this time? Zack's quite the explorer. There are times when he wanders around the cabin for hours, digging up holes and finding all sorts of junk. I remember, as a kid, I was living with my parents by the lakeside. I used to follow Zack around and watch him the whole time, going from one patch of dirt to the next, to see if he found anything. He must have dug about a dozen holes, and we didn't find a thing. Soon I was about to give up, but then, one day, Zack found something close to the lake. It was a regular old ball. It looked huge in my small hands, and it would change my life forever. Finding that ball was such an amazing feeling. Even though it was just an old dirty ball, it felt special, like I was meant to find it. From there, I never wanted Zack to stop digging. I wanted to see what more he could find. My dad fished in the lake. He'd always bring back a couple stragglers of fish back to the cabin. I thought it was cool. Fishing for meals, he always made it look so easy. I asked my dad if I could try fishing. We went far into the lake, and he showed me how to catch fish. The first step was simple. You just wait, and wait. I thought we should be doing something, not sitting around. My dad taught me something important. The hard part was not when the fish latches onto the hook, but it's waiting for the fish to choose its destiny. Having patience is an essential part of life. Success doesn't come overnight. Having no patience will lead you down the road of disappointment. I may not have caught a fish, but I've caught a lesson. The further we moved from the cabin, the more things we found, and the memories that were created from them. I'm starting to remember the special things we found. They made me who I am today. I wonder if I could recollect them. my first bike. It was difficult to ride for the first time. My parents tried to help me by holding onto the handlebars. That was embarrassing. The hard part was getting my feet off the ground. I practiced at a local park with plenty of open space, trying to get my feet off the ground for as long as I can. Eventually, I got it. Once the wind takes you, it's hard to stop. I started pedaling faster and faster. The more faster I got, the more breeze swept along my face. It felt good. I wanted to go even faster. I went so fast that I didn't notice a bump on the path. I launched so high in the air. It felt like I was flying. Everything was in slow motion. Then the wheels touched the ground, and I shot off my bike like a cannon and dragged across the stone path, scraped my arms and legs. I had to limp my way back home. I never went that fast again. With every pain comes a lesson. I love playing video games. Being transported into new worlds, live out fantasies that you can't attain in real life. Games always made me happy. Sometimes my dad would come home and, out of the blue, surprise me with a new game. That was an amazing feeling. I didn't care what game it is, just having a collection of games was such a grand feeling. I always dreamed that one day I would make my own video game, my own imagination becoming reality, sharing my own stories to tell. That's when I knew I wanted to create video games when I grew up.